So, what's the? Should we go over the mistakes we had in the last episode? Because I know I made a mistake.
Right. Yes. What? Yeah, we can do that. Should we do an intro as well?
What's the intro?
I don't know. Just say like, "Hi, everybody, to the second episode."
Oh, obviously we'll introduce the episode.
Yeah. What we need is
We need a tune. We can't talk about anything funny now. Let's save it for the episode.
Yeah, I know exactly. No, but what we need is, like, the way the episode should work is we have a little bit of pre-episode ramble, and then we have the intro music, and then the episode starts. So, like, in this episode, what the pre-episode ramble would be me saying this idea of having pre-episode ramble.
So I think this is the pre-episode ramble that we're going to include.
Maybe. I mean, we'll have to find music.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about that. Let's just start the episode now, then.
Okay.
Right. Episode 2 started. There, done.
Hello, everybody.
Right. By the way, I think the first thing we should do is address the mistakes of the past episode.
Yes, completely. Yeah.
The first one for me was, when we were talking about accents, we were complaining that people couldn't identify our accent properly.
Right, yes. I
identified Sir Davos Seaworthy from Game of Thrones as having a Geordie accent, and he doesn't, because he's Northern Irish.
Wow, you're just as guilty as the people we were talking about in the episode.
Exactly. I was pretty guilty of that. I realised beforehand, and then someone pointed out to me as well that I'd said that, and I felt it was stupid.
Oh dear.
The same guy's he's in Warhorse, and I saw him in Warhorse. I was like, oh, that's him, so I looked him up to find his name again, and he's Northern Irish.
Right.
So, yeah, that's one mistake.
I had made a note. I had only just saw this when I was doing my notes for today's episode. We had a comment on the last episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
From Stevie P. Shout out.
Yes, who decided to chime in? Is that
chime in, or chip in
on the tributary conversation, and he said the start of a river is called the source. Tributaries are other little streams which join the river and contribute to the overall size of the river. Charlie.
He never mentioned tributaries though. He still hasn't filled us in on tributaries.
No, he said tributaries. He didn't say estuaries though.
I thought he only mentions one of them. Okay.
No, I copied and pasted it into my doc. So.
No, the third mistake is, I don't know if we should correct it, and I think we talked about it previously, is that we never actually said which one of us was which voice goes to which avatar.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think if you had a good enough imagination, you could probably work that out.
People said that my voice goes with my avatar, but maybe that's because they know me and they know my face goes with my voice.
I know we're a bit biased, but I think it works.
I think it works. Well, should we just leave it then?
I think so.
Cool.
I also think there was some actual mistakes in the last episode that nobody would really know about because it was the way the video turned out. There were some images that failed to appear that were meant to, but I think that's just still a work in progress.
And was it my lobster pig or your lobster pig just remained on the screen for ages?
I can't remember.
We're gonna work on the technical aspects of it.
Yeah, of course. So,
how are you getting back in? How is university life suiting you again?
First of all, I'd like to just make a comment that I have my notes in front of me. Okay, just as a little point of reference sometimes, and you're following my screen, mine exactly. Yeah, so everything's fine. I got back a week ago, basically, and I had to move my suitcase, which all my clothes are still in, onto my bed to make room for recording this episode. Yeah.
Well, because I moved in today. I've been back in Leeds for a couple of hours, and the worst thing ever happened.
Right.
It's really the stuff of nightmares. I've been in the house before. I haven't moved in yet, and it was full of spiders and bugs, and I hate spiders and bugs. And I get back today, and it's not as bad. There were a couple of spiders in my room, and there's this massive one in the corner. And it's a big cobweb, and there's loads of flies in it. My first thought was that it's a pretty good spider to get that many flies. I was like, I'm just going to leave this for now. And then I came back, and the flies were moving on the web.
Still alive?
And that's when I realised there weren't flies and there were baby spiders.
Oh,
There was like 30 of them. And they were in the corner of the room above my pillow. It was horrible. In the end, I thought I killed the mother, but it didn't. It came back. It came back. I brushed all of the babies up. I had to get someone else to come and get the mother because I'm too scared of it.
wait, so was it indeed killed, or was it just relocated to the outside world?
It was relocated to the outside world.
You see, I always prefer that method. I think when bugs get big enough for you to feel some resistance, like when you push down on it to kill. No, when you can feel it dying under your like crushing it.
You sound like a sicko.
No, it's too big to kill, and it needs to be relocated because
it wasn't a tarantula. It went. I mean, I have to really put it in perspective that I think I have arachnophobia, so a spider doesn't have to be that big for me to be terrified of it.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be that big for you to feel it. You know.
It was terrifying. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, let's hope it's at least one child wasn't left alive that can come and get revenge.
Hopefully not. Which reminds me, I think we had some criticism for the last episode for the questions, which were probably pretty rubbish.
Right, at the very end.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put that down to the formulaic questions of the RPG.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, we're never at fault.
No, never. I mean, I'm trying to make an RPG society here at Leeds.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Or me and my friend had plans to. By the way, that chair falling was totally caught on them.
I accidentally. The thing is, the desk I have, I can't put my legs under it because it's too low down. So I kind of have to sit awkwardly away from it to record this, and I'm just like kind of moving my legs about, and I've accidentally knocked the desk.
I've really noticed a lapse in luxury where at home I've got like the nicest desk chair.
Right.
I feel like Captain Picard in it. You know, when he sits down and it's really serious. It's really nice. I've come and in this I can't swear, in this absolute hellhole of a house, I've got this like wireframe chair. It's horrible.
Right.
But then at least I've got a chair. You know what I mean? It could be worse.
Yes, it could be a lot worse.
I could be walking 4 miles every morning for water.
That is true. But instead you're planning to make RPG societies.
Yeah, we were planning on, me and my friend were planning on making a society for balding men as like a joke.
Right.
And then we looked at how much you have to do to actually get a society made, and you have to like present for the commission of 10 people.
Yeah, and you have to like get so many people to like I don't know, second year or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so we decided that we didn't think the Society for Balding Men would generate enough interest.
Yeah.
We're a pretty niche society. To be
right.
honest.
It should have been the Society for White Balding Men as well.
Or white hetero cis balding men.
Yeah, this sounds like the place sort of society universities would love to start funding.
Anyway, so is there any current news that you want to talk about?
Like actual real life news.
Yeah, like real life news, like fictional news. What fictional news?
Oh, actually, well, there was a little bit about the new Transformers film. Is being shot at the moment in and around the UK, and one of the places was in Newcastle, where we're from.
That was so exciting.
And that happened because I think they were in somewhere further north on the Saturday, and then I went home that Saturday. Where were they?
They were at Alnwick Castle.
There, that's right.
Which is pretty famous. People might know because it's been the set for like a couple of films. Like it's in Harry Potter.
Yes.
I know it's in the first film. You know when Harry Potter's going to get his first broomstick lesson.
Yes.
It's the film against that wall. That's the only scene that was in the first film. I don't know about the others. Well, I don't know why Transformers were filming there, but
well, that's the funny thing, because so on the Sunday they filmed in Newcastle, and on my Facebook news feed, I wasn't there, but I saw lots of people posting pictures of or videos of them driving through the streets and stuff like that. And then there was a news headline that apparently there's some people call it a controversy that Churchill's the house or the palace that Churchill operated from is being used for the film, but it's being used as Hitler's headquarters.
Is it? I didn't know that bit.
That's the problem, is that it had swastikas on it, and this is very neatly tying back into some of the imagery in the last film. the last episode is what I meant to say of this podcast. But yeah, I think all the timing we're gonna match the beats like perfectly of the last episode with the things we're talking about. But anyway, yeah. So the controversy was they're using Churchill's place as Hitler's base, and that brings up the question: is what's Adolf Hitler doing in the Transformers movie?
No, well, obviously there's some Nazi plan to bring the Transformers back. The Nazis are like this stock group of people.
No, but it's literally Hitler's headquarters. Like I think what I read was apparently this Optimus Prime goes back in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some horrible knocking on my door. I'm gonna try and message them to go away. Keep talking.
Me keep talking. Okay. But yeah, that happened. Transformers. Also, one of my friends, well, a couple of my friends actually got to work on it because they're shooting in London at the moment as well. And one of them posted the picture on Facebook because he was just like a location mosh. I can't remember what the term is, but someone that just helps keep people from getting on the set.
Yeah.
So he posted a picture of some police officers who were like posing next to Bumblebee's car. It's a pretty cool picture. I was a bit upset that I didn't apply to the job, but I have a lot of work that's due, and I was like, I probably can't take a whole day off to
milk around the Transformers.
Yeah. You got paid. I think he gets paid for it though. I don't know.
Well, I saw it there because it was a big controversy because I saw this, but apparently it was like just Churchill's family's home, and he was like born in that was
right.
And then people wrote up, and I always feel a bit uncomfortable with Churchill,
right?
Because he was a bit. I mean, he wasn't a very nice person,
right?
If you actually look at what he did, when we were like rationing in World War II. We had some like grain the British Empire had grain reserves in India, and India was going through a famine, and he refused to let the Indians use that.
Right.
I think 10 million people starved in the famine which he caused. I always get a bit uncomfortable when he's held up as a hero.
You're starting to sound a bit like a Nazi apologist to me.
It's a bit close to SJW for me.
Oh, my call recorder for Skype has said user action is required to continue recording. Okay, that's good to know.
Hopefully we're still recording.
Yes, we are. I'm keeping an eye on it.
What was it? My news, which is pretty cool, and also goes on to India. I thought the Indian president has challenged. This sounds bad at first. He challenged Pakistan to a war.
Yes, I saw that.
On poverty and illiteracy. It's a pretty nice move.
I remember reading that headline, and it was like, we want to fight you, sort of thing. We're prepared to fight you, and then it goes on to talk about like, oh well, let's see who can abolish poverty first or whatever. It's pretty good, isn't it?
It reminds us. I used to work in Pakistan.
Oh shit! Wait. Let's just check this record. This recorder's still working. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
No, that's not a bleep we have to do.
Wait, did I bleep?
You just bleeped.
Sorry. Look, it just comes
16
out.
16 minutes through. 16. Remember it.
I'll write it down.
So my dad used to work in Pakistan, and he used to work in Nigeria and places like that. He worked in like sub-Saharan Africa. Nigeria counts as sub-Saharan Africa, is it? No, it's not. Have I made that up?
I think so. No, actually. Wait a second.
Are you gonna check? He works in places like Nigeria, Niger, and Angola, and Oman, and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, Nigeria is.
And any time he meets someone who he thinks is from there, I always get really embarrassed because when we were at Wembley a couple of weeks ago, the stadium where cup finals are held in England and stuff like that, and the bag checker for me was Nigerian. He had a really thick accent. I couldn't understand him. My dad went, "Where are you from?" I was like, "Oh, that just sounds really bad." And he's like, he said, "I'm from Nigeria." And then my dad mentioned like a really remote village. He's like, "No, do you know about that?" And the guy didn't say anything. He just shook his hand and embraced him.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's really weird. He's like, "Oh, do you know so and so?" He does this. If we ever go out like an Indian restaurant or a Pakistani restaurant, he'll order a bowl of dal.
Right.
It's like everyday food in Pakistan, and he tries to pretend that he's a local because he used to live there. He'll always try his hand at some like poor Urdu or stuff like that.
Goes in blackface as well.
That reminds me. I was thinking about using this as my outcome, but did you see that Disney got accused of blackface?
No, what was this?
You know they've got the new film coming out called Moana.
Yes,
So it's pretty good, and it's all about pulling.
Hello? Well, as far as I can tell, Charlie's voice has stopped. And let's just wait a moment while we try to get him back. Yeah, well, that call just ended. Well, I guess I'm the only one who's here now, and I have complete control over what's happening right now. I'm going to call him back, actually.
You're back.
Hello.
Can you hear us? What happened there?
I just internet connection thingied out.
Oh, great. Is it still recording?
Yes, it's still recording, don't worry.
Oh, cool. We'll have to add some music in the middle of that.
Yeah, I filled up the silence, don't worry.
Oh, did you?
Cool. If you edit this one, you'll get to hear what I'm saying.
So, yeah, Moana's about a Polynesian islander and a god. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in it because he's like the most famous Polynesian ever. And not only when people think he's black, he's not, he's Polynesian.
Right.
And they've released a costume for his character, and it's just like a skin suit. And it's just like the character. And of course, it's got like brown coloured skin, and people have lost their minds over this. And they've accused it of being blackface, which I think is a bit harsh.
Right.
I think it's very harsh, actually. But yeah, I was thinking about using that as my article, but I decided against it. I managed to get it in anyway.
Did you find something more preposterous?
Yeah, I found it hilarious.
I was thinking about the you asking about coming back to what it's like settling down in London again, like getting back in my house, and
yeah.
I've started to do a thing that whenever I travel down, I bring a stotty with me from Greg's because I thought it would only last a couple of days before it starts going stale, but it lasts once it's like a week afterwards.
It's because it's hardy northern food.
Yeah, and I started talking. Well, pretty far on into the journey, this guy who was sat next to me started talking to me once like everybody else had gotten off before like London's King Cross on our like table, and then we were pulling into the station and I was just checking I had everything, and I got out some of the food I had in my bag. One was a stotty, and then he had brought one down with him as well. That's very strange. He was like, yeah, because his dad I think his dad's from the area, and he was talking about how his dad always likes him to bring one down with him for his father, who doesn't get to have them anymore, because in the Greggs, at least down here, there's absolutely none of them around.
I'm gonna have to check the Greggs and Leeds to see if they've got studies. Because I have not had one in ages, and I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, no, it tastes like home, man. Although traditionally you're supposed to have it with ham and peas pudding, but I have never had peas pudding.
I've never had it. It sounds like it has peas in. I know it's not. It's not peas.
It's
Pease. It's not just peas.
Well, the thing is, I was looking into this about what was actually in it, and whether or not it's okay. I'm just gonna read this out. It's boiled legumes, right?
Yeah, isn't that just like is that just vegetables, or is it like leafy vegetables? You never bother to check what legumes were.
I'm not really. I mean, I've got it open now, but I'm not going to be able to make sense of it in the time. But one of the types of legumes is column peas, actually. So it does have have peas in it. I don't know, but which are used to produce a type of mushy pea. I always hate mushy peas. This is my least favorite type of peas.
I don't like peas. I dislike them. Anyway.
No?
No. Right, so I'm probably never going to have peas pudding. I just like study.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to go on to the article segment now then?
Already?
Yeah, because I know, our last show was like 55 minutes long. I think it's too long.
Oh no, I can completely agree with that. But I've got a timer on. Actually, I didn't announce it.
Am I going off your script?
No. This is absolutely my script. That's neither here nor there. I wrote enough down to carry over to other episodes if it doesn't fit into this one. But I just put a timer on for like half an hour, basically, or 35 minutes, and we've still got 20 minutes left.
20 minutes left. What? The Skype call's like 23 minutes long.
Well, because some of it we were just chatting.
I thought that was pre-episode ramble.
Yeah, I know, but it's not all going to be included, is it?
Okay. It was not all pre-episode ramble.
It's up to you.
That's fine. I thought that was a long pre-episode ramble.
No, right. But actually, yeah, I have been recording this for 23 minutes.
Right, okay. Do you know what? What I just caught up to, and it's surprisingly good. I think we've talked about it before. Agents of Shield.
Right. Yeah.
We've said before that it gets better in season. The first half of season 1 is a bit weak and is a bit poor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started watching it like maybe a month ago from just the start of season 2.
Right.
It's excellent. I couldn't stop watching it. It's actually really good TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear it so often.
Breaking Bad level, but like, I hope this goes on for like a lot longer.
Yeah. The stuff that they're including into the show is really like things I'm seeing like in the news makes me really want to watch it, but I don't have the kind of time to commit to catching up to it.
Of course, you have time. You're a student.
Yeah, I know. Time. I would rather watch other things.
Like what?
Well, I've started to watch Fargo, which I'm a bit late catching up on.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but I just watched.
Are you streaming that, or are you watching it on Netflix?
It's
the same thing.
It's on Netflix. But me and my girlfriend wanted to watch it through a TV show together that neither of us had seen before. That was like a good quality one. I was like, well, Fargo, and Jesus Christ, it's amazing.
If you've already made a grave mistake there.
What?
In promising to watch a TV show with someone else, it never works out.
No, it's gonna be fine, mate.
Never
Don't
works
worry.
Out.
That is about
How many
actually
episodes through are you?
1 so far.
One. Watch it. It will crumble. Because someone's gonna want to watch an episode.
Well, we'll see.
Someone's
Look,
busy like 2 weeks and you can't fit any in.
You know what?
You've just like spelled out the end of your relationship.
What we'll do is next time we have next time we come back to chat, we'll do a catch up on how far through Fargo I am. Well, actually, though, me and my sister were to watch through Daredevil together, and we got about 4 episodes into Daredevil, and we were really committed to watching it together. And that was when it was released. I don't know how many years ago that was now. And I have yet to finish the first season of Daredevil.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I know.
The second season was fantastic as well.
And we have Jessica Jones out now, and we have Luke Cage coming out.
Jessica Jones?
No, because I want to watch Daredevil first.
Oh my god. Well, watch Daredevil then?
Yeah, I know, but I want to watch it with my sister.
That's
a joke.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
When you're not watching Fargo with your significant other, what you want to be doing is watching Daredevil, and then you want to be watching Jessica Jones. Then you want to watch the second season of Daredevil. Then second season of Daredevil. Then you want to be watching Luke Cage that comes out in 5 days.
5 days, holy cow!
It comes out September 30th. Oh no, I've dated the episode again. Oh man!
I bet the time matches up precisely with the last time you dated the episode as well. We're just repeating ourselves. This is like the Force Awakens of podcasts. But saying that, it's 2016 is disappearing very quickly.
Oh, terrifyingly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the first year of uni went. It could try to disappear.
Tell me where the last 2 years of uni went.
You're on your final year of uni. That's
yeah, man, I just had my last summer holiday. Though, in the news was Elon Musk is going to hold some conference about his plan to colonize Mars.
Isn't he the crazy guy who keeps going on about colonizing Mars?
Well, he's more than just that. I think he owns, is it Tesla he owns?
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I'm sure he does.
So,
but I'm sure there's this crazy plan, and it's the thing to get people to Mars, and I think they're going to stay there for the rest of their lives. and it was supposed to be going off in the next couple of years. They were supposed to set off in the next couple of years, but they were banking on it being a reality TV show as well. This sounds stupid, I know.
Right.
And they were going to generate revenue from that, from giving someone exclusive rights to film everything and be there
Right.
every week, like live.
You
And
see,
then no one wanted to do it, so they had loads of this money planned, but just didn't appear.
I remember that, and I don't think that was his plan.
Was it? Am I thinking of some other crazy
But
guy who wants to go to
there are
Mars?
plenty of crazy guys who want to go to Mars. And to drum up interest in their own business, really.
Do you think we'll have to move to Mars eventually?
Well, maybe not in my lifetime. I hope not. But yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing. Is like if you were given the chance to go there, and this would be like a way to go down in history, no matter what. Really, like it's like a way to know that people in the future will know your name. Is if you go,
Depends.
oh yeah, I'll go to Why? How?
What if you fail and blow up?
Well,
and
no,
you want the first person there, and the next trip.
but it's not going to be like some like Soviet era space mission where they just cover it up because it failed. People will know that you were the first person on your way over there, and the likelihood is, I think you would make it there. They wouldn't send you out if you didn't make it.
No one plans mistakes.
Well, no, I remember hearing about these things about the first moon landing, and basically that space launch would not like happen today because of the amount of variables that could have went wrong that they didn't really care about then, because health and safety gone mad is gone mad in this day and age.
I think there was a story, and it was might be stealing this from Rhett and Link, I think. They had this story, and James Armstrong, that guy I've just made up. I can't remember his name. Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
Neil, most famous astronaut of all time. Neil Armstrong, he was like practicing like the landing gear on Earth, and as it was coming down, it started spinning, and he managed to get the ejector seat and eject out, and the thing hit the ground and it blew up. Apparently, because of the way it was spinning, if he had ejected a second earlier, he would have died.
Oh,
If he would have
jeez.
ejected a second later, he would have died. So afterwards, he went and filled out the paperwork for the crash, like straight after.
Right.
People are like, what are you doing? He's like, I've got to fill out paperwork.
I remember.
That's pretty badass. That couldn't happen today because we wouldn't let the crash happen.
Yeah, of course.
Unfortunately, we should let more crashes happen.
They talk about and all this talk about safe spaces for astronauts. When the Battlefield 1 beta was about, I'd been reading a lot of people talking about how accurately it's depicting the First World War. Obviously,
Is this supposed to be alternate history?
but Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to just be the First World War.
No, I'm sure it's supposed to be alternate history.
No, it's so much as
I'm
No.
sure it's supposed to be alternate history.
you can look into it if you want.
I mean, you're wrong, so you need to look into it.
Okay, so Battlefield 1, and the first World War 1 video game published by EA.
Yeah, it's not about World War One, but it doesn't mean it's
The game is
not
set
alternate history.
The game is set in the period of World War 1 and is inspired by historic events.
Inspired.
Yeah, well, it's not, I mean, obviously it's going to change things for purposes of being fun. I mean, it's not like Inglourious Basterds sort of alternate history where Hitler gets killed, you know. But basically, people were like, obviously, it's a Battlefield game, and it has the pacing of modern Battlefield games, but it's set in World War One, so obviously it doesn't completely reflect the way warfare was conducted then, because you have everybody's carrying around submachine guns, and everybody's like running left, right, and centre. Even though that's obviously people seem to think that World War One was only trench warfare when it wasn't. There was a lot of combat in towns and cities in a way that hadn't been seen before as well, but it wasn't in the same way that it's being shown in this game, even though it's supposed to be fun, so it has some leeway. But one of the things was that if you want to get out of your airplane, you have a parachute to fall. And I was looking into this, and apparently parachutes weren't given or either invented or given to air pilots
They were definitely
in the First
invented
World
at the
War,
time.
but weren't given. Well, yeah, it's just a bit of material to slow you down as you descend towards the Earth. But they were given to pilots because they wanted to encourage them not to abandon these really expensive aircrafts. They were like, this costs us a lot of money to make, and we don't want you to abandon ship at like like any sign of trouble. And to just use it the best you can. And I heard there's a scene in some. Well, actually, it's a pretty morbid scene, but there's a scene from some film about World War One, like pilots, I think, and the guy, he gets given a gun, and the guy asks her, "What's the gun for?" And he's basically like, "Well, if this plane catches fire, this is your only way out. You can jump or shoot yourself."
Interesting.
A bit morbid as well.
Wow. I thought we didn't give our own pilots parachutes.
Well, you say we. Come on, mate. I didn't do
Right.
that.
I can't believe the government of 1940 didn't give our own 1940. Oh my god, 1914 didn't give our own pilots
I mean, so,
parachutes. I can't believe you didn't think parachutes were invented in 1914.
yeah, look. Anyway, look. Our resident fact checker Stephen can
Factoid checker.
can come in and comment again to tell us how right or wrong we were this time.
You know, I'm pretty sure parachutes were invented before airplanes.
I can get behind that. I don't see why they wouldn't be.
This'll mess with you. Did you know that can openers were invented before cans?
Right. Okay.
Well,
I'll believe
sorry.
you, but I don't know why. I mean, I don't see why that would be the case.
Because you'd expect it. Why would you design and make a can when you can't open it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be completely wrong about it.
Yeah, but you can have cans that have the little the little tab thing on it that you can pull it off.
True, but they're pretty fiddly to make. I'm pretty sure cans are pretty old. Like, I mean, unless you got little children to put the things on with their
3rd
nimble
century BC can opener. And the can actually didn't appear until the 1900s. Like, oh, we've actually got something to use this can opener for.
I'm gonna have to check this back. Oh, that was something else I saw. Talking about World War One again. I was just reading this thing, and I've told you before. It's like, you know, the three main leaders: King of England, the Tsar of Russia, and Kaiser Wilhelm. I think no, it was Tsar Nicholas and King George.
Yes, I believe so.
Can't remember which George. I think it was the third. I'm making that up. And you know, they were all cousins.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "This would have never happened if grandmother was around," meaning Queen Victoria.
Right.
I saw a picture today of Tsar Nicholas and King George next to each other. It is scary how similar they look.
Yeah, I've seen that picture before. I remember.
They're like, we'll have to put it in. They're like twins. It's terrifying. I would not be surprised if there's some royal hijinks sex scandal involved there. And they were actually twins. You know what the royals are like for a sex scandal? Actually, I can't remember one at all, so I'm making that up.
Yes. Well, we were a bit too young for that.
What, for World War One?
Scandals.
Oh yeah, there were scandals, weren't there? Camilla, of course.
Yeah, in the 90s. I remember in English language class we had to analyse the transcripts of the phone calls, the secret phone
Really?
calls between. What? Who is it? Charles and Camilla.
Yeah.
Yes, it was weird stuff, man.
It was weird. Very weird.
Yeah. We can move on to the.
I said now, Joe. We seem to have exhausted all talk of World War One and the royals.
It's been a very historical episode, you know.
Quite.
I know.
Do you want to hit me with your article first?
It's to keep in with the theme of history, and also to keep in with the theme of hitting beat for beat last episode's topics. My article is Shakespeare's hometown is to be rebuilt entirely in China.
What?
Although that's a bit of a lie. Yeah, but basically, Stratford-upon-Avon, I believe, is in some place in China, in Fuzhou, or Fuzhou, I don't know how you pronounce that. They're going to reconstruct the town in which it was built for. I don't know.
Like historic Stratford-upon-Avon or modern Stratford-upon-Avon?
Well, so what they're going to do is rebuild the Royal Shakespeare Theatre and the 16th century house where he was born. I'm guessing the Royal Shakespeare Theatre is a modern building, isn't it? It's not actually. That wasn't because
the new one.
Yeah, because
the new one's very modern.
No, but like I don't even think that.
The Globe. Are you talking about the Globe? Sorry, did you see?
No, because the Globe was from London, so there wasn't a Globe in Stratford. So yeah, there must be modern buildings that they're doing.
You presume.
But all it really says is that there's some school in Stratford that wants to set up an exchange program with China, with the Chinese school that's nearby.
So why do they want to build Stratford-upon-Avon?
What? This article is very sparse on the details. I have to admit. I guess it's just one of those sort of vanity projects. Maybe the local mayor really likes Shakespeare. I don't know. But yeah, it seems to completely not say anything about the Chinese, why they're doing it, exactly, and to what extent it's actually being completely faithfully recreated.
Right.
But yeah,
I've just found mine. I'm very lazy, and this is a story that I saw at the time. This is quite old. This is 168 days old. I don't know if you might have heard of it, but essentially, what happened? It was in America. I think it was Minnesota. I'm gonna check. Actually, I've made that up completely.
Hitler invades Danzig.
Essentially, what happened was the Burger King, and someone rang it saying that a toxic gas had been released into the store by accident. And that the employees had to smash the windows to get the gas out.
Right, yeah.
So
was this a robbery?
No.
Okay.
Not. So the employees duly smashed every window. And they just smashed up their own store. It was unbelievable.
Imagine the manager watching that on CCTV.
Imagine how much of an idiot you'd feel. It was a toss-up between that, and I'm going to go with my other one because that's an old one. It was I'm going to get the exact title up in just a second. Although I did like the Burger King one. It was. That's not how Chrome works. Chrome on my phone is weird. Ooh, I just picked the exact same tab that I was on. Okay, this is another one. A Norwegian heavy metal musician accidentally became a local politician.
Oh yes, I saw that because his name. Well? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, he put his name as a backup, just in case. And he was like, "I'll never get voted in." He got the massive majority of votes.
Right.
And he's now legally obliged to serve a 4-year term on the local.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I remember like in a lot of these political spheres, you're not allowed to resign from your position or something like that because of your duty to the people that have elected you and stuff.
I'm not sure how that's going to work for his band. Does that mean he can't tour for 4 years?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you mean for 4 years straight without going back to his hometown?
Obviously, you can't do that.
I don't know.
That's cruel. Well, it's not cruel. He shouldn't have put his name on.
Yeah, that's very true. There was another one, I think, where some woman had the same name as the actual woman who had registered herself to be elected, and this other woman who got a letter through the door saying that she had just been elected to a position, and she just dismissed it as being registration letters, but it was actually telling her that she had to turn up and do her job.
Really?
Yeah, because technically it was just a mistake in the filing of things and stuff like that.
I love that to be elected, they send a letter out to like ask you to come into work. For any job, you just get any other job, you just get sacked. A letter telling. Actually, yeah. What is the official way of being told that you've won the election?
I mean,
you know what I mean.
If the official way is they have a event where they announce the results, don't they? And then all the candidates line up, and the guy reads out the numbers for each person.
They're not always there.
I mean, well,
like imagine like for our own general election,
right?
It's not like all the candidates line up and wait for the results.
No, in their own constituency they do.
No, but for the general election they don't.
They do.
No, it's like, okay, for instance, our Prime Minister doesn't get directly voted in.
Yeah, but he gets elected.
But he gets the job.
Well, okay,
okay. Prime Minister.
That's different. That's different, though.
Who tells him? Does he get a letter from the Queen or the last one? Or
that's the thing is what happens is he
gets invited by the
Queen. He gets invited by the Queen to form a government. Very true. So he probably gets.
And like the Queen now has no power. Like,
well, she does. She has the power to ask him to form a government. So, like when David Cameron resigned, what he had to do was advise the Queen to invite Theresa May to come and form.
We put like inverted air commas in here because like, that didn't actually happen.
What do you mean?
He didn't advise the Queen.
No, that's the kind of the fancy way of describing the way our kind of it works.
Hence the inverted air commas. Okay, here's another one. President of the United States of America.
Ah, nice joke. Obama, right? What's he ever done for us?
What's the official way of finding out that you're the President of the United States of America?
Well, that's a bit different because that's a directly elected position.
Yeah, so
what happens is because people don't even technically vote for the president directly. They vote in America. They vote for representatives in the Electoral College, and in each state they have a certain amount of people who are members of the Electoral College. People in the state vote. The people who go to the Electoral College look at the votes and go, okay, well, technically I'm supposed to go and support this guy. They all convene a convention, and then they all vote on who should be the president. Because sometimes, I mean, this happened in like 2001.
Yeah, delegates.
Yes.
Delegates, I think.
And
there's super delegates.
Which that's what happened. No, those are how primaries are ran, not how presidential elections run. I don't know if they have super delegates, but in primaries, like the Democratic primary, there's such thing as super delegates. It's a similar process where, I mean, in America, they don't vote for president. They technically vote for someone to tell them who they want to be president.
Hopefully I'm going to find this all out because I'm taking a module in US politics this year, so hopefully I can come back next week.
Yeah.
I've got a lecture tomorrow, so.
But yeah, so they'll convene the delegates and they will vote on who they think should be president, having been advised by the people, and they'll choose a president. Because this is the thing where you get these situations in America, where I think this happened in 2001, where, I mean, if it was 2001, the election, it probably wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
2000, I think, maybe. Whenever the election between George W. Bush was, in his first term, and Al Gore, I think, where Al Gore won the popular vote, that technically speaking, when all the votes were just counted together,
yeah,
he won the majority, but because George W. Bush won the right votes in the right states, the right majorities in the right states, he got the majority of the people in the Electoral College and was chosen to be president.
Is it California? No. Yeah, is it California where whoever wins California has always won the presidency?
You see, it might be that one, because that's the thing is that there's certain states that are like the swing states or technically have more power.
No, I think it's Florida, the swing state. Sorry.
But there are a number of them, and that's why there's the states that like people who want to be president will visit all the time because they're the ones that are the key ones and won't spend as much time going to visit other ones.
But there's specifically one that whoever has won that has won overall. But there's other swing states where they've won them and not always won overall. Man, that's some heavy typing, man.
Sorry, mate.
Touchscreens only. That's the rule. It was a former unspoken rule.
Yeah, it's very true, man. I'm so sorry. Also, the thing that
True.
I'm typing on, like, is a bit wobbly. Well, I think what it is that I have something on the top of my desk that is hitting the wall whenever it moves a bit.
This is truly the dullest moment of the podcast so far. How wobbly your keyboard is.
And that's not a euphemism.
What are we looking like on the timer?
Well, the timer's run out, so maybe we should.
We should probably call that then.
We should probably wrap things up, you know.
We've had a complaint that we are too long, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that is a euphemism.
No, yeah, that is euphemism.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a euphemism for your show actually just generally sucks.
we need a sign off. That is definitely for next week.
What?
Next week we'll have a sign off.
Thinking
Yeah, we need
of a sign off. Yeah.
Like, I know the Amazing Atheist is one. I really don't like it.
And what is it?
It's got a profanity in, so I don't know if I can say it.
I mean, I'm sure you're capable of saying it, but
I can
it's
say it.
appropriate.
Yeah, we're not opposed to swearing. We just don't like to swear on YouTube.
I think you said that word for word in the last episode as well.
Do that? Yeah, it's because I'm consistent. I want to go into 2 Ronnies as well.
What do they say?
It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from, and then the other one will go, and it's goodbye from him.
All right.
It's
Actually,
classic.
you made me think that we did make it. That somehow reminded me. We did make it clear in the last episode who was who actually.
Did we?
Because when you think about it, we were talking about
Oh.
how you made the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
your whatever your character was edited into differently and stuff like that. So
yeah. True. That
yeah.
makes sense. Anyway, well, I'm gonna sign off now. Then signed off now.
Yes. See ya
Right, okay,
next week.
Coolio. Oh God.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay,
Bye.
stop recording.